Hey campers, welcome back. I'm Father Derek here with today's story. And our story is about a baby boy named Moses. It takes place long ago in Egypt. Let me set the stage for you. So baby Moses is an Israelite, part of the people of God. And the people of God are living in Egypt, and they're living under a man named Pharaoh. And Pharaoh is very mean. He won't let them go home. He keeps them as slaves, and he treats them very badly. Very badly. So Pharaoh is not a good guy. Moses is born, and about that time, Pharaoh becomes furious. There are getting to be too many males, too many male Israelites in Egypt. And Pharaoh is nervous. He's afraid and nervous that someone is going to try to take over as Pharaoh. So he comes up with an evil plan, a terrible plan. He says all of the firstborn male children should be killed. All of them. And Moses' mother was obviously terrified. What was she going to do with her baby? So this sets the stage. We have Moses, who's a mean guy, trying to kill all the baby boys. And we have Moses, a baby boy, and his mother, who's worried. And this story ends up being really interesting, as you'll see and hear. And it's one of my favorite stories. And I hope you'll see why. We'll talk about it a little bit after I tell it. So let's get our props out here to tell our story. What's one thing that you know about Egypt? Maybe you've seen pictures or watched movies about Egypt. Much of Egypt is a desert. So this is Egypt, our sand, our desert. And in Egypt, there's a big river. It's called the Nile River. This is our river. Doesn't look very big here, but I think this will do. Here we have baby Moses. Say hello to baby Moses. And we have our baby basket where Moses is sleeping. Put him over here. And we have our cattails. You know, those tall plants alongside water, cattails. And we have Pharaoh's palace. Pharaoh's palace. Okay. So, let's begin our story. One day, when Moses' mother was trying to figure out what to do to save her son's life, she came up with a great plan. She said, what I will do is I will put baby Moses in a baby basket, and I will go down to the Nile River, and I will place him in the river. But I'll be watching. I won't let anything happen to him. He'll be safe. I'll watch him float down the river, and we'll do this right nearby Pharaoh's palace. right nearby Pharaoh's palace. So this was risky, wasn't it? Who knows what Pharaoh might do if he found this baby? So Moses' mother is watching maybe through the cattails, if you can imagine, making sure nothing's happening to Moses. And at that time, Pharaoh's daughter goes down to the river. Pharaoh's daughter goes down to the river. And Pharaoh's daughter is looking around, and she finds this baby basket with a baby inside of it, floating in the water, caught in our cattails here. And she does what hopefully anybody would do if they saw a baby abandoned somewhere. She says, oh my gosh, I need to see what's going on here. I should see if this baby's okay and see how I can help. So she takes baby Moses back into her father's palace, into Pharaoh's palace. And she decides that she will look after the baby. It looks like the baby's been abandoned. She doesn't know where the baby's mom is or what's happened. And so she takes the baby as her own, and she raises it right inside Pharaoh's palace. So that's really our story for today, and hopefully you can see why this is such a cool story. Pharaoh is being this really evil guy, and Moses, baby Moses, his life is at risk. But his mother comes up with this plan that ends up with Moses right in the house of Pharaoh, being looked after by Pharaoh's daughter, being raised as Pharaoh's own grandchild. And here, baby Moses is an Israelite, people of God, the people that Pharaoh is trying to destroy. And so, of course, later on in the Bible, we'll hear these great stories about Moses as a leader, as a teacher, as a prophet, as a messenger of God. And he starts out as a baby with this amazing story that's again, one of my favorite stories, just because of how clever, really, Moses' mom is. She doesn't let Moses die, and she doesn't let Pharaoh win with his evil ways. And that's our story for today. I hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit more about baby Moses, how he got his start, and how Pharaoh, the evil powers of Pharaoh, did not win. I think there's a really good lesson in there, that evil never wins. Good always wins in the end. God always wins in the end. So, thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll take a look at the questions that follow and think about what you saw and heard in this story, and spend a bit of time reflecting on what this story means for you and what it means about God. Until next time, take care, everybody.